How's it going, YouTube? Tyler the Semi-Mechanic here, guys. I'm here making another off-topic video. We're not talking about semis, but we are talking about Harry's versus Jeremy's shave products. The reason for this video, guys, is I recently tried out Jeremy's shave products, and I was very unsatisfied with them. You feel free to watch that video. I will put the link to it at the end of this video. And I figured, hey, I want to make a video because I've used Harry's for, I think, almost a decade now. And, you know, I wanted to try something else. And I made the biggest mistake I've made ever with a shave product. So let's talk about the two companies and why Harry's is better than Jeremy's. That is what it's going to boil down to. And I'm going to give you all the evidence why. So first off, a little bit of backstory, guys. Jeremy's razors was basically a movement by a guy who was basically attacking Harry's. The reason why he was attacking Harry's is because Harry's went quote-unquote woke, whatever you want to call it. We're not going to talk about that in this video. But he basically made a product to basically combat them. They also had like some history before all that. Basically, they didn't like each other. We're going to leave it very vague. Feel free to Google anything. All the information's out there. The actual guys who created Harry's, they were actually bought out by a company for like $1.37 billion, I think in 2019. So the company now is basically a full corporate company. They still make fantastic products, but Jeremy's basically was a attack against Harry's to try to steal customers from Harry's. And let me tell you guys, don't waste your time with Jeremy's. I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you the differences in the company, and then I'm going to give you a quick rundown of why Jeremy's really is not a good product. So let's get started. All right, so first off, let's start with cost, and we'll just work our way down the list. So with cost, for Harry's, you can get 16 blades for $1.94 a blade, plus tax, and then they give you free shipping. For Jeremy's, you get 8 blades for $22, so that comes out to $2.75 a blade, plus you have to pay shipping on top of that. They do not offer any free shipping on their website, so your cost already is drastically higher right out the gate, okay? Let's talk about blade life, okay? This statistic is skewed, and here's why. So, for Harry's, I shave my head anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week, and I get comfortably about 3 shaves out of a blade, and then usually I replace it by about the 4th or sometimes I push it to the 5th use. With Jeremy's, I used that product one time, and I literally threw it in the garbage. It was hands down the worst non-disposable razor I have ever used in my entire life. I cut myself so many times. The blade did not even cut down to the skin worth of crap, and the blade didn't clear at all. It was just a terrible shaving experience, absolutely horrible all around. I have absolutely nothing good to say about that razor. So the fact is I do not know how many shaves you are going to get out of the product, but trust me, after the first time you shave, you are going to throw it in the trash. It is horrible. Next, let's talk about shipping and return policies, okay? So, for Harry's, they offer free shipping on anything off their website if you spend $25. Or if you have a subscription plan, they give you free shipping with as little as $15, okay? Jeremy's offers absolutely 0 free shipping. It doesn't matter if you spend $1,000. They will not even give you free shipping. They even say it in their website. They don't offer any free shipping. So that's Jeremy's. Return policy. Harry's has a very simple return policy. You can return anything within 30 days, used or unused, for a full refund, exchange, whatever you need. Jeremy's return policy, on the other hand, if you use a product, so let's say, like, you went out and bought this razor and used it and didn't like the product and wanted to get your money back. Sorry, you can't get your money back. As soon as you use the product, you own it. As soon as you open the product, you own it. They will not take a return on an open or used product. Now, unless if the product is quote unquote defective and they have to inspect it, yada yada yada, and they'll send you an exchange for a defective item. Return shipping. Let's say that you wanted to return the rest of your bulk order because the razor that you tried is absolutely horrible and you want to return the rest of your order because the product was so bad. Well, you can go ahead and return it and they'll give you your money back, but you have to pay out of your own pocket to ship the garbage product back to them. So basically, you're going to be spending money on top of money to get your money back. So pretty terrible policy all around. Pretty bad business model, I think. I think it sounds like a business that wants to care about greed and not about customer satisfaction. Meanwhile, Harry's got bought out for like $1.37 billion. And they have much better policies and have been a fantastic company for a very long time. So anyways, I'll leave it at that. You need to keep customers coming back, and trust me, people are not going to come back if they have to pay for return shipping for a product they didn't like, and you won't give them money back on a product they didn't like. So I'll just leave that there to simmer. But let's talk about product quality. All right, so Harry's has had the same exact design for as long as I've used them. I think they've updated the handles. As you can tell from the color, I have had the same handle. I think this is actually the original handle that I've had from Harry's for almost a decade, okay? So anybody that tells you that these handles aren't durable is lying. I've had this same handle since I started with Harry's. And I know that Harry's now has new handles. I don't know anything about the new handles or anything like that. But good stuff here, guys. The Jeremy's razor setup, I will admit, I do like their handle. It only has grip on the one side, on the thumb side, but it is a nice heavy handle. I'm pretty certain that the new Harry's handles are that way. It is a quality handle, but the blade really sucks, guys. If you look at this blade, it looks very similar to a Gillette razor blade. You can go and pull out a Gillette razor, and it almost looks like a copycat razor. But it is not a Gillette, nor does it cut like a Gillette. Yeah. This used razor at 3 shaves cuts, after multiple days of not shaving my head, and I'm talking 3 to 4 days, at 3rd or 4th use in a single pass, it'll cut straight down to the skin. Okay? Single pass. The only thing it does, the older it gets, the more it pulls. But it cuts to the skin every time. It just gets more pulley the more used it gets. Jeremy's, on the other hand, first use out of the box, can't even cut to the skin. Had to make 3 to 5 passes just to clear one section of skin. What did this lead to? This led to incredible razor burn, obviously, and really a bunch of wasted time. Next problem, blade clearing. Harry's blades clear better than any other blade I have ever dealt with on the market besides the Gillette Mach 3. That is still the best clearing blade I have ever dealt with, okay? Hands down, that is a fact. The Gillette Mach 3 is actually my secondary razor to Harry's. I occasionally still use it just to mix it up because it is a very solid traditional razor. It works great. Off topic though, but going back to Jeremy's, okay? Blade clearing, absolutely terrible. Absolutely horrible. Blades just don't clear good. For the precision trimmer blade on top, I will admit, just across the board, there is really no difference. The only precision trimmer blade I've ever used that was really not a good blade was the Amazon brand razor. I did try that razor. On a side note, that razor was also a horrible razor. Would not recommend using that razor. But that razor was better than Jeremy's. I will say that. The cutting quality was still terrible like Jeremy's, but it definitely was a little bit, it didn't cut me up so bad over Jeremy's. Next, let's talk about cutting yourself up. With Harry's, I might nick myself about once a month, maybe, if that. With Jeremy's, on the first shave, I literally cut myself 4 times. It was almost the equivalent to if you ever use those like Safety blade razors, when you're learning, like, you know, this, like, whatever they're called, like safety razors, like the ones that have like the actual razor blade with the guard. It was kind of equivalent to learning how to shave with those. The cuts weren't as bad as the safety razor blade, but you definitely are going to cut yourself with this razor. I'm not going to get into all their other products because truly, I'll be honest, Harry's products, outside of their shaving blades, I've never really been a big fan of. I've used them and they get the job done. The Jeremy's products, I'm going to use them because I paid for them and I'm not going to pay money to ship them back. Guys, your staple point has to be your main item, and that's your razor blades. And Harry's has that down to a science. Like I said, they had a great product, and clearly it was a great product because they got bought out for $1.37 billion, so clearly they were doing some damage. They have a great shave product, guys. Jeremy's, on the other hand, this product sucks. I will say it. That, like, the product itself is not a good product. The shipping, the returns, and the cost, overall, you're going to pay way more money for Jeremy's than you are for Harry's. Like, incredibly amount more of money. So that's going to sum it up, guys. Absolutely nothing good to say about Jeremy's. It was a very miserable experience. And guys, I've used, like I said, I've used Harry's for almost a decade. And I have absolutely loved this razor, and I'm still yet to find a razor that truly can even compete with them. Like I said, the Gillette Mach 3 is really the only one that I've found that I feel is a strong second choice razor. So guys, that's my opinion on the matter. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please shoot me a like and a subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to throw them in the comment section. Stay tuned for more content. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.